Who could forget Minority Leader Nancy Pelosi's infamous reactions to the bonuses that American workers were getting thanks to the president's tax cut plan?
In terms of the bonus that corporate America received versus the crumbs that they are giving to workers to kind of put the schmooze on is so pathetic.
Well, there was nothing pathetic about all the companies and workers who benefited from those crumbs from the tax cuts. And this morning, there's a major update.
Yep, Grover Norquist joins us now. He's the founder and president of Americans for Tax Reform and was very much in support and maybe had a lot to do with the tax reform that got passed. Grover, are companies continuing to give back?
They are. We've been keeping track at our website, TRorg, of all the companies that have announced bonuses, increasing 401k matches, significant new investments, and for utilities, reductions in utility costs in people's rates, specifically because of the tax cut. Only if the company says this bonus, this new benefit, this new rate reduction for utilities is because of the tax cut, we include them. And so we have large companies, small companies. We had a company that just put out $3,000 to $6,000 bonuses, a railway company. And so there's some real progress being made. We hit 500. This is the first time we've publicly announced that we've hit 500. There are more than 4 million people that specifically got bonuses, but in addition, 91 million Americans will see lower utility rates because utility companies have to pass through that federal income tax Republican tax cut. 91 million Americans. You're looking at half of the country has 401ks and IRAs. They're seeing the value of their 401ks and IRAs go up in the last year, but many of them are also getting matches, larger matches from companies. And 90% of Americans, this is independent of the list I just read, 90% of Americans see higher take-home pay because a lower tax burden is a pay increase.
All right,
when they cut your taxes, you have more take-home pay.
Amazing for the majority of Americans. Nancy Pelosi calling those bonuses crumbs. Now she's saying, she just said this in California, that she wants to repeal the tax law. If Democrats get in office in November, they're going to do that. Listen to this.
We'll sit down at the table and say, what would be a tax bill that creates growth, that creates good paying jobs as it reduces the deficit. It's not about chipping at this piece and that piece. It's about a comprehensive look what our tax policy should be for the future.
Grover, what in the world? Has she lost it?
Well, for 8 years under President Obama, they never even put one forward. When the Republicans put their tax reduction and reform forward, the Democrats never put an alternative forward. They all voted against your pay increase. The increase in your take-home pay, they've all voted no. The bonuses, they voted no. The utility rate cuts, they all voted no. Schumer, the leader of the Democrats in the Senate, has put forward an actual written-down plan. A $1 trillion tax increase. No one gets a cut.
Especially the top bracket. They wouldn't get a break. They get it jacked up, and then they'd have no incentive to invest. Real quick, why did the market turn around yesterday? A lot of people are crediting Larry Kudlow. What did he say that made people feel better about the president's war of words with China?
Sure. The president's been trying to focus on some of China's misbehavior and stealing our intellectual property. There's one fear that we could have a trade war. What Larry Kudlow said was we're going to the WTO, the World Trade Organization, with other countries, and we're going to deal with it there. That's one way to force China to behave. It's different than a trade war. It's less risky, but it keeps the focus on China's misbehavior.
Right. He's already paying off because he knows how the markets react. He went out there probably on his own volition. Grover Norquist, thanks so much.
Thank you, Grover.
Good to be